kind of our interaction. You know, it was spotty, you know, on and off at the RTI when you were instructing there, and moved out to a unit out in North Platte to take a promotion out there. I was also out there over a drill weekend and ran into Sergeant Haight. We were casing the colors for excuse me, for a unit that I took to Iraq and fought the war with over there, and was just talking kind of on the off chance about setting up a dining facility at Ashland, Nebraska, and got to talking about his 92 golf skills, which is a military occupation specialty for cook, and culinary artist, I'd like to say. But got to talking, and I couldn't offer him the job fast enough. So he was gracious enough to accept my job offer, came in from the ground up, built an activity, built a brand new unit, staffed it, ran it, and supported primarily active duty soldiers, but Guard and Reserve soldiers also from all over the world that came in for the basic leaders course. The lifting that he did, absolutely amazing. Nothing short of amazing. I haven't seen anything like that done. I expected a timeline of years to get this thing established, and it was really a matter of not much more than about 30 days or so that Sergeant Haight put the things in place and put the ball in motion. And then we had an outstanding facility that supported those soldiers, like I mentioned. So personally, before we get into the rest of the stuff, I want to thank you for that. I know I've talked to you before about it, but it meant a heck of a lot to me, and it meant a heck of a lot to the people out there as well. So thank you very much. Okay, well, let's get on with the show here. A little bit about Sergeant Haight. I'll go ahead and take a moment to read his biography to you. This kind of encapsulates his beginning of the military all the way up to where we are today. Sergeant First Class Jeffrey Haight hails from Minden, Nebraska. He enlisted in the Army on 17 January 1985 as an 89 Bravo, which is an ammunition specialist. He attended basic training at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, and advanced individual training at Huntsville, Alabama. His first duty assignment was with the 60th Ordnance Company in Freiburg, West Germany, until July of 1989. While there, he served in various duty positions to include Company Junior Enlisted Council, V Corps or 5 Corps weightlifting team, and Company 100-mile marching team. In September of 1990, he was deployed with the 49th Ordnance Company, Fort Riley, Kansas, in Operation Desert Storm, Desert Shield, Desert Storm. There, his unit operated the biggest ASP, which is an ammunition supply point, in wartime history. In January of 1992, he was reassigned to the 295th Ordnance in Kearney, Nebraska, as an ammunition specialist while working on his public relations degree. And during that time, he made several 30-day volunteer annual trainings to the National Training Center to support other active duty units. And in February of '97, he went on active duty at the Public Affairs Office at Fort Carson as a news writer. He was also the post head women's volleyball coach. In October of '97, he was assigned to Vilseck, Germany with the 295th Ordnance Company. In 1999, Sergeant Haight moved to Lake Havasu City.
Havasu, yeah.
Havasu, close enough. Arizona, was an 8th grade teacher while on individual Ready Reserve status. He joined the Army Reserves November 17th of 2001 and became a 92 Fox instructor, which is a fuel handler, petroleum specialist. From 2001 through December 2012, he assumed responsibility as a 92 Fox fuel specialist, and then a 92 golf instructor for the 194 Quartermaster Battalion. He did several missions teaching at Fort Pickett, Virginia, Fort Lee, Virginia, Camp Parks, California, and he also volunteered to support Operation Iraqi Freedom in January of 2008 until March of 2009. With the 221st as a 92 Yankee supply sergeant, on January 2nd, 2012, Sergeant Haight joined the Army National Guard holding the MOS 92 Golf, assigned to the 209th RTI, excuse me, as a BLC instructor where he has been since 31 December 2016. He was awarded the Basic Army Instructor's Badge in 2015, completed a 10-month tour at Camp Buehring, Kuwait as a BLC instructor in 15. He became the contracting officer's representative for the 209th RTI at the dining facility from January 2017 until December 2017, where he played the pivotal role of transitioning the activity, as I mentioned to everyone here previously. We had the privilege of promoting him to the rank of Sergeant First Class earlier and offer him that position at the dining facility immediately after, as mentioned. up until the point where he departed for Fort Riley, Kansas, where he assumed leadership duties at the Warrior Transition Battalion as a squad leader. Sergeant Haight's military and civilian education includes Warrior Leaders Course, Advanced Leaders Course, Army Basic Instructors Course, Small Group Instructors Course. Sergeant Haight has a bachelor's in science and public relations. His awards and decorations include the Army Commendation Medal, Army Achievement Medal, National Defense Service Medal, Southwest Asia Service Medal, Global War on Terrorism, Expeditionary Medal, Global War on Terrorism Service Medal, Humanitarian Service Medal, the Non-Commissioned Officer Professional Development Ribbon, the Army Service Ribbon, Overseas Service Ribbon, Armed Forces Reserve Medal, and National Guard Service Medal. Sergeant Haight has been married to his lovely wife, Marcy, for 21 years. I believe just recently, or 22 years, excuse me, just recently celebrated a anniversary. Congratulations. They have 2 children, Kyra and Murin, and they enjoy spending time together on the lake and engage in outdoor activities. So that's just a little bit. Barely scratches the surface for Sergeant First Class Haight. So without further ado, I'd like to go through and present some awards to Sergeant Haight, if you'd be so kind and join me. And, and I'll read these off to the crowd here. Dear Sergeant First Class Haight, with great pride we present the United States flag, a little hardware, United States flag, the Army Retired Soldier for Life lapel button, which is over here as well, which we'll get to you, as small tokens of appreciation for your distinguished service to our Army and our nation. We ask that you proudly display the Soldier for Life decal to signify your continued commitment to the Army family and team. Soldier for Life captures the essence of the warrior spirit and part of our Army culture. Even in retirement, you'll remain a valuable part of the Army team, a living testament to the saying, once a soldier, always a soldier. Soldier for Life, in the years to come, remember that when we show appreciation for the strength and selflessness of our soldiers, we are saluting retired soldiers and those actively in uniform. We also extend our sincerest gratitude to your family members for their exemplary service and for all that they have given our nation in support of their soldier. We hope you remain a vital member of our Army family by engaging with your local civilian and military communities. Display this flag, wear the button, display the decal with pride. They will remind you of your service and dedication to the United States of America, and they will remind all soldiers of the men and women who defend our nation's freedoms. Once a soldier, always a soldier, soldier for life. Signed by the Sergeant Major of the Army, Daniel A. Daly, the Chief of Staff of the Army, Mark A. Milley, and the Secretary of the Army, Mark T. Esper. Sergeant First Class Jeffrey Haight. Upon the occasion of your retirement from the Nebraska Army National Guard, please accept our thanks for your years of faithful service to our state and nation. You provided invaluable leadership to our soldiers, which has enabled them to develop personally and professionally. You and Marcy will always be considered members of the Nebraska Army National Guard family. And as a token of our appreciation for your dedication and service, please accept these certificates and the United States flag with our thanks and best wishes for continued success. Signed, Darrell L. Bohack, Major General, the Adjutant General of the State of Nebraska. You can put those down as we go through these. I know you'll have plenty of hardware. Sergeant First Class Haight, on behalf of all Nebraskans, it is a privilege for me to extend to you a sincere and our sincere thank you for the years of military service you have faithfully given to your state and nation as a member of the Nebraska Army National Guard. We know that your contributions would not have been possible without many personal sacrifices, including time that might have been spent with your family. Your dedication to duty is commendable, and the support of your family is very much appreciated. Congratulations, and best wishes for an enjoyable, well-deserved retirement. Signed, Pete Ricketts, Governor, Nebraska. This is a certificate of appreciation, and it's for Sergeant First Class Jeffrey Haight. I extend to you my personal thanks and the sincere appreciation of our grateful nation for your contribution of honorable service to our country. You have helped maintain the security of the nation during a critical time in its history with a devotion to duty and spirit of sacrifice in keeping with the proud traditions of military service. I trust that in the coming years you will maintain an active interest in the armed forces and the purpose for which you served. Those who follow in your footsteps will draw inspiration from your commitment, dedication, and sacrifices made to ensure the protection of our American freedoms. My best wishes to you in happiness and success in the future. Signed, Donald J. Trump, Commander-in-Chief. If I can have Marcy, if I can have you come up and stand next to, well, stand in between is just fine. This is a certificate of appreciation. And before I go into reading this, I'd just like to say, as a military member with quite a few number of years, not nearly as many as Sergeant Haight, I can tell you that we can't do a lot of what we do without, you know, a rock, a foundation. For most of us that have the privilege to serve a long career, we have the better privilege of having somebody supporting us and behind us that really fuels us and enables us to do the things that we need to do for our nation, our state, and our nation. And Marcy, I know I could speak on behalf of my relationship with my wife. What you've meant to your husband is absolutely everything. Okay, the way he's talked to me about you and how you supported him since day one is nothing short of exemplary. So thank you very much for that. Okay, we'll jump right into it. Certificate of appreciation to all who see these presents greetings. This is to present or to certify that Marcy L. Haight, on the occasion of the retirement of your spouse from the United States Army, has earned grateful appreciation for your own unselfish, faithful, and devoted service. Your unfailing support and understanding helped to make possible your spouse's lasting contribution to our nation. It is signed by Mark A. Milley, General, Chief of Staff, United States Army. Thank you very much. And if I can keep you real quick, we'll make it fast, but I'd like you, if you can pen Sergeant Haight. We do have an award. So attention to orders for all those in uniform. To all who see these presents greetings, this is to certify that the President of the United States of America, authorized by Executive Order 10 January 1969, has awarded the Meritorious Service Medal to Sergeant First Class Jeffrey L. Haight, 2nd Battalion, 209th Regiment, Nebraska Army National Guard, for exceptional meritorious service while serving in positions of increasing responsibility as a member of the Nebraska Army National Guard for over 27 years. Sergeant First Class Haight provided soldiers with mentoring and care while leading by example without regard to personal hardship. And Sergeant First Class Haight's dedication to the welfare of soldiers and students in his care are in keeping with the finest traditions of military service and reflect great credit upon himself, the Nebraska Army National Guard, and the United States Army. Signed, Darrell L. Bohack, Major General, the Adjutant General. Okay, we're winding down here. These certificates, I'll share with you real quick, but they are the honorable discharge that Sergeant Haight will receive. They're from the federally recognized Army National Guard. This is to certify that Jeffrey L. Haight, Sergeant First Class, the rank of E7, Headquarters, 209th Regiment, Ashland, is honorably discharged from the Nebraska Army National Guard and transferred to the United States Army Retired Reserve this 31st day of March 2019. This certificate is awarded as a testimonial of honest and faithful service. Signed, Vernon A. Chandler, Lieutenant Colonel. And this is his certificate to frame and mount. So all can see, he is officially, as of this moment, he is retired from the United States Army. Congratulations.
So typically on these occasions, the spouse gets a bouquet of flowers. But I spent a lot of money on our anniversary bouquet. So I have a Monte Cristo Cuban cigar, because my wife will truly appreciate that more flowers.
Thank you.
But she's met me in 1993, fell in love with her the first day. Then she fell in love with scotch. So to go with probably 20 of the bottles she already has is a new select cask for shit. She's done so much, and those that know her know what she's done. I haven't done. She ran businesses, ran the kids, and kept us grounded. So this is just another token. It's better than flowers, I think. Okay.
Okay. You want any speech or any words of wisdom?
I'm not going to break down again, I'm sure. There's several people here that known me since 1990, 90, '89. Where you at, Jason? Fall '89. They know my.
60 what?
The only thing I take away from this is I wouldn't change anything. Everything happens for a reason. I thought I would, told my wife, I always thought I'd die on the battlefield somewhere, doing something for this country. My delivery has always been bad. You know it. Jason, you know it. McDermott, Nick, you know. That's my only downfall. I reek of leadership and I'm proud of what I've done for our country, but sometimes my delivery just doesn't stay up with the times. But that is still a work in progress. So I'm not going to retire from that. I'm going to keep leading and helping people and trying to be the good guy that I've tried to aspire to be. And I've had a great boss. He gave me the opportunity. I rocked it out, and it's just, I'm glad in a sort way that it's over, because now I can just focus on these three and some of the businesses that I work with and help, and this maybe chillax a little bit, okay? Try to shut the switch off. It's a work in progress. Murren will tell you it's not happening quick, but working on it, okay? Working on it. So I want to thank you all for coming. It means a lot. Some of the people I haven't seen in years to come, from the heart, I mean it. Even the Navy guys, Dan, thank you, all right? My father-in-law, he's a Navy guy. It's going to be a long night, okay? But I appreciate every one of you, and thanks for coming tonight. And thanks, Colonel Collins, for standing up, and Sergeant McDermott for showing up. I got cigars for us, too, so don't worry, okay? And thank you again, all right? And if you want to swing by our house, we're going to have, like, turkey sandwiches if you want, okay? So that's it for me.
Attaboy, Nacho.